Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch again. So, uh, I want to say that I want to say congratulations because today I finally gained, or today I finally have 550 followers, 50 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So, thank you so much for subscribing, for liking my content, for writing me a comment. Thank you for everything, basically. I really like that 50, 50 people like my drawings so much. So thank you so much for 50 subscribers. Apparently, 1 month ago, I didn't have the channel at all. And it took me only 1 month to gain 50 people who actually like my content. Thank you for hearts. Thank you so much. So I congratulate you guys. Thank you for watching me. You're real cool, thank you. So, what we are going to do on this special stream? So, thank you for watching, liking my content. So, what are you going to do today? What are you going to do? So, yes, мы гордимся тобой, ты крутая. Спасибо большое, спасибо большое. А давайте, let me write on the chat that I can speak both Russian and English languages. Let's chat. Let's chat. Don't be shy. Eng Ru. So if you know English, we can speak English. If you know Russian, we will speak Russian. That's fine. And I will pin that message too. Okay, guys. So what are we going to do today? What are our plan? Yesterday, I filmed and edited 2 videos. One was like a meme, and the second one was about penguin. And apparently, about this penguin. And apparently, this video about this penguin blew up on Instagram. And I'm going to say you how much views did I got, but still no followers. 2 comments, guys. On that video, the one follower, again, one follower. 763 views when average is 130 views, and 2 comment, 2 share, like repost, 2 people click on the repost button, and 1 follower from only that video of that penguin. And that was the second video. The first video that I post didn't blow up, and actually there is not a lot of views, and I don't know, maybe I broke the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, the TikTok algorithm. But by the way, in TikTok, the views is fine. I think it's only bad at at TikTok the views is alright. I think the only bad views is in Instagram and YouTube. So what what I am going to do today? I want to delete the video on that video on Instagram and on YouTube Shorts, and I will reload that video. I will reload that video again. And for the today's video, I think that's it. That's all what I'm going to post today. I will only reload that video. So you want to ask me, what are we going to do today? Today we are going to watch some videos about how to build a personal style. I mean, how to learn and create your personal drawing style, because I don't, as you can see, I don't have a special style of drawing. Basically, I just draw whatever I like, and in whatever style I like. And if you see my drawings on the internet, you can only understand that this is my drawing by um, I think because of my style of edit videos. Before I start to film my TikToks, I tap on my sketchbook like, I don't know, maybe 10 times. I wave at the end of the video. So also you can recognize my videos by the surrounding things, like that little pearls, like that seniechik, that cup, and some, and I don't know, maybe the table. But I don't have my personal drawing style. Like here you can see six of my drawings only right now. This, and this. And as you can see, all of that six drawing is drawn in different styles. And that's not only it. Like that Midori Izuku, their drawings, that self portrait, their drawings. What else? I mean, like every of my drawings is drawn is has had drawn in different styles, absolutely different styles, and I don't have my personal, my own recognizable style, and I don't like it. I want to have my personal, my own style. So, what are we going to do today is to watch educational videos about how to create, how to build your personal style. And I also want to watch. So, by the way, this is the thumbnail of my sketchbook because you always see my sketchbook when it's opened on some page. I remember not the list, not the but the page. I remember how you should properly say that word. So you usually see my sketchbook when it's opened on some random page with my drawings, but this is the thumbnail, by the way. It's the paint by Claude Monet, and it's called Woman with the Parasol. Yep. So I think that's it. By the way, while we will trying to figure it out, our personal style of drawing, I will try to record the process. So I won't only just educate myself and you also, but I will also draw in. Maybe I can rename the stream and name it learning. Not, I don't know, not a learning, but how I should name it. Uh, Learning about how to build your personal style, personal drawing style. Let's name this, let's name my stream just like this. Maybe I can also write like part one. Not okay, not part one. Let's it be just simple and just like it. I want to name my stream both streams, not on the Twitch but also on my YouTube. Let's just name it "Learn about how to build your awesome." Learning about how to build your personal drawing style. I don't know if I say it correctly, but I think it's fine. So while I will learn, I will also film and record. So today, for the next 2 or maybe 3 hours, I don't know how much, but I will spend as much time as I could on this, and want to learn actually how to draw and how to create a personal style. I will also film, and I think that's it. Maybe I can not only use this sketchbook, but also this with the Petri Otshele, because I feel like this process of learning how to draw, how to build your personal style is special. So, first of all, I want to write it here. Maybe it's not about personal. Maybe there's some different name for this, not personal style. I don't know. Please wait a second. Actually, actually, I think I so personal style. Okay, I stop paying attention. I want to Google about personal style. Yep, lack of attention. Um, how to build? I don't know. Build, create your personal drawing style. Actually, I only watched videos about develop your art style. Okay, that's how it's named in English. Develop your art style. How to find your art style. Okay, not build or create, but to develop and to find. Okay, let's rename the stream then. How to find your personal drawings. Okay, art style. Okay. And also I will rename the stream on my YouTube channel. Learn about how to find your personal art style. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, I only watch videos about how to find your art style only in Russian language. So maybe um I want to talk. Okay, before I started. It's 13 minutes right now. We didn't even start, but I think the preparation is the key. I want to talk a little bit about PewDiePie's art style journey. While I mean, if you miss it, if you don't know about that PewDiePie's great challenge of drawing, it's actually a part of mine. Like I will watch his video as a part of my education because I think it's important. I already watched it like 1 month ago, or I don't know how he posted when. I mean, he posted. So the thing with the PewDiePie's art journey. So apparently, PewDiePie take a challenge where he push himself to draw for 1 year, like every day for 1 year, and he made great progress. So he basically didn't can okay, wait a second. I will mute some channel at my Telegram. Okay, that's it. So he took a challenge where he pushed himself to draw for 1 year straight for every day, and he made a great progress. And the thing is, on his first day, he can't even draw, so his drawing skills were really bad. But after a year, he made a huge, like really huge progress. And a lot of artists were crying and screaming about that progress and saying like, "You ruined my life. I quit from drawing. If PewDiePie, um, I forget the word, not like impact, like if the PewDiePie's progress for 1 year is more than my progress for 10 years." I mean, like this, and a lot of artists, especially on Twitter, was crying and saying that this is not. I forgot the words. Not нечестно, not fair, saying that it's not fair, that PewDiePie is just a rich guy and he has more money to learn how to draw and something like this. But I think the key of PewDiePie's progress is not only the discipline, like he actually draw for 1 year. He didn't draw like, I draw from maybe from when I was 5 years old, and so I draw almost for 20 years. Like, I mean, not all, but kind of like almost 20 years. And you can say that 20 years of drawing is a lot. It's actually a lot. But the thing is that in some years, I draw, I don't know, maybe like 5 times in a year. So basically, it's maybe 5 hours of drawing. Some years I draw, I don't know, like maybe 40 hours per week. And the thing is that PewDiePie, he draw every day, and he draw every day from at least an hour. Sometimes it won't just be an hour, but like at 5 hours, 8 hours, and something like this. And also the thing is, he's not only take a lot of hours of drawing. He actually look at his weak points and his weak skills, and he improve it. And he improve it for the first, в первую очередь, firstly, I mean, wait a minute, в первую очередь. No, firstly, yes, firstly. So he not like, if he would be good at drawing faces but bad at drawing bodies, he didn't just draw the faces for the straight month, for entire month. I mean, he understand that drawing body is his weak point, and then he tried to draw the bodies more. So that's the thing. Thank you for likes. Okay, let's start. I wanted to watch some PewDiePie's video, but maybe. Um, Actually, I want to check one TikTok account before I start. So please wait a minute, literally a minute, and we will start. And so, speaking about my personal style, it's actually really hard to pick your own art style, because usually you don't just pick it, you just draw, and by the time you learn how you like to draw more. That's the thing. And I want, like, for the end of, so it won't be just one stream. The next stream I will do the same thing, like educate myself, and by the end of tomorrow's stream, I want to have at my table, at my sketchbook, I want to have one cool drawing of a girl. I think it would be a girl, and I mean, I will draw her, start from the top of her head and end on the top of her shoulders. Okay, wait a second. I want to check one TikTok account, but I don't know the name. Uh, so yeah, the key to, I think the key for finding your personal style is to practice more. But since I don't have, a lot of time to practice, I want to figure it out, the base of my personal style. Like, I understand that by the time my personal style will change, but by now I want to figure it out somehow. Want to try to touch it and to feel the breath of it, at least just a bit. Okay, so Oh, wait, that TikTok, that TikToker, she has, I don't know, like 1,000 followers and not that much views uh on her TikTok account. And she posts the video, and in description she just say about her Telegram channel, and she still has 200 followers. Oh my god. I don't know, maybe it's really about her personal style. I don't know. That's really impressive, actually. And also, she drawing on her iPad. Maybe wait a second. Maybe I can also take my iPad. So please, wait a minute. Okay, guys, I took my iPad, and also I'm watching the TikToks that she has made, and I mean, her content isn't that hard to draw. I don't know, but her art style is impressive. I like it. I mean, her art style is unique. You can definitely know that she drew it, and she's drawing in Procreate. Okay, let's watch the video that takes a lot of views. Okay, she's drawing really good, and she's drawing on iPad. Okay, first of all, let me delete and reload the video. By the way, she don't have a lot of works. I see like six drawing, maybe seven drawings, but all of them are really good. I mean, like, she doesn't have a lot of drawings, but she has a lot of TikTok of it. I don't know, she drawing really good. I like it. Uh, yup. So I think to create your personal style is the key. But still, let me please wait for me for a second. I want to delete and да, загрузить видео. Как это будет? Загрузить видео. Загрузить видео на YouTube. Загрузить видео. Upload video to YouTube. Окей. Okay, I uploaded it on my YouTube channel. I hope the views will be fine. I really, 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 really hope. Hell no. What the fuck? A lot of preparations. I am actually nervous because I don't know like personal style and everything. And I should also say that I'm good at drawing. No, not bad at drawing, and I can draw, but I'm not, like good at drawing. Uh, I didn't end my art school. Я не босс художки. Я не босс художки, не окончила школу, вот это вот все. И я не какой-то гений, у меня нет просто какого-то невероятного стиля, еще чего-то. Я просто умею рисовать. So what I'm saying is I'm not a genius. I didn't enter an art school. I didn't learn how to draw at art school. I learned it all by myself. Yep. So I'm not as good at drawing things, but I think I can learn it somehow. And I had never learned how to draw. Like I never watched a video of how to draw something. I just when I see something, like when I scroll my Pinterest account, and when I see something that I like and I want to draw, I just take a picture as a reference and draw it as good as I can. And I never like прям Google. I never actually Google it. So yep. Okay, let's try to find some videos. Also, I want to answer on the comment. I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared to start this theme. Okay, let's first of all let's write it. I don't want to write how to find or develop. I want to write build. Build your not like this. Okay, I want to write it like in front of my face because yep. Okay, and let's stroke it. Also, the thing is, okay, let's go. Yeah, we didn't even start it because I'm nervous and I'm scared about it. The thing is, I have a lot of whom? I have a lot of classmates. Not a lot, but I have some classmates whom really like to draw and whose passion were drawing, and they practice a lot and create their personal drawing style. I was not that classmate, but I also feel myself like I can do a lot of things. Like I can do a lot of things, but not on a good level. Like I can draw, I can speak English, I can do a design, I can what else can I think? Speak English, draw, design. I don't know. I can play volleyball, and I can all of that stuff. I can do this, and my level of doing this is not bad. I think it's not even average. I think it's more than average and a little, maybe like 6.5 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10. But I can draw nothing on 10 out of 10, or at least like 9 out of 10. And I think I realized that only right now, and I don't like that fact. Okay, I wrote this. So on the next page, we will actually draw. Okay, first of all, let's watch some videos. Just some random videos about how to find, develop, and build personal art style. Fully recovered. Let's change the channel because it's not mine. I'm so scared, guys. Ah. Let's watch the most popular one, or maybe I can draw like a sir. Develop how it named. Okay. I see it. Fuck. I lost it. Okay, 1.3 million views. Let's see it. Let's finally start. I'm so scared, guys. I'm nervous.
Hi guys, my name is Marcel, and well, today you're getting exactly what you're looking for. I'll be giving you a step-by-step roadmap on how you're building yourself your own art style, what you need to look out for, and also how the professionals do. I'd say my drawing style has also changed after half a decade of consistently publishing manga, and I thought I could
He's
make
manga
a video
publisher.
on how exactly this whole art style thing works. Don't worry if you're not already good with drawing and you're not even able to draw like that. This works even if your drawing skills.
Look how nervous am I. I already almost finished my cup of water. Like, you can't really see this, but there's like, I don't know, maybe 15%. Like, it's almost empty.
-10. So yeah, no worries, because we're always starting right from the very beginning and ending at, well, I don't think I'm going to tell you where this video ends, actually. You'll see for yourself at the end of the video what this last step actually is. Maybe it will surprise you just how many things can be incorporated into an art style if you really think about it. Also, if you don't mind, could you give this video a thumbs up? Please. Making videos usually takes me several weeks because they are fully animated and highly edited, and I make them all by myself. So liking and commenting and subscribing.
Let me listen. Do you see the video?
I'm not going to
Hear the
annoy you
video.
guys when it comes to creating your own art style. Right, so let's go.
Now here.
Alright, the first step in this roadmap might sound boring, but it's just objectively the best
Not
way to start.
too loud.
Alright, the first step in this roadmap might sound boring, but it's just objectively the best way to start. Being able to learn how to draw a blank face.
База.
I know this.
So the step 1. Okay, let's write it. Because I'm actually learning, I will write. Okay, so step 1. Build. Step 1. Build a new. Wait a minute. Okay, let's watch the video before. Let's watch about the step before.
Alright, the first step in this roadmap might sound boring, but it's just objectively the best way to start. Being able to learn how to draw a blank face. I know this sounds boring as hell, but focusing on an art style begins right here. It all starts with the way you're drawing your template. You know, different artists draw different face shapes, and while you're at it, you could learn anatomy as a whole. People sometimes ask what makes more sense, drawing stylized first and then learning how to draw realism, or if it's better the other way around. And believe me, it's definitely the latter. Of course, you need something as a...
Я не понимаю, что за акцент у человека. Я что-то слушаю, у него такой акцент необычный, я не понимаю какой. Надо, кстати, знаете, что сделать? Вот я сейчас задумалась, да, об этом. Вообще-то это важно. Надо... Сейчас. Секунду, ребят. Надо соединить две Две вкладки разом. Блин. Okay. So right now, okay, so that's fine. Right now, I'm able to watch and read both the chat, not only YouTube channel, but also Twitch channel. Finally. And I can see both of my streams here. That's good. Okay, let's continue.
Base in order to stylize it. After all, you know the famous quote, you have to learn the rules like a pro to break them like an artist. By uh, Jesus, probably. I don't know. Google says it's by Pablo Picasso, but nobody ever quoted a source on that, so who knows? As you can see, even heavily stylized characters are based off of real life anatomy. So yeah, even these artists needed to learn how anatomy works first. And this obviously also goes for the face. Having a blank, clean canvas is very helpful when starting out, because you wouldn't want to start practicing your style on a hat that looks like it came straight from.
Actually, so the thing is, because I don't know, I think I learned how to draw and how to draw a blank face when I was a child or when I was at my art school, but still I don't know how to draw it correctly and properly. I mean, by the rules. So I don't know. I don't actually know the rules and how not so good. I mean, I don't know it's so good, and actually, I'm so lazy to start from scratch, to start from the beginnings, and to start from base because I want I already want to create my personal style, and I don't know. I think I will still try. I guess that today I still need to try to learn how to draw a blank face. So if I will follow this guy's roadmap of how to find my personal art style, I think I need to start. I think he's right actually. Before you learn how to break the rules, you should actually know the rules, and I think he's right. Before finding your own personal style, I think you need to learn the base.
Chernobyl. Besides, even faces have their own anatomy. Like, understanding how a human face works is pretty important. Doesn't matter if you're drawing anime, cartoon, or whatever. And if you're going with a cartoony, expressive art style like Kohei Horikoshi, for example, that's something you definitely want to keep in mind. So yeah, bottom line, if you're able to draw the basics, you'll have a much easier time developing an art style. If you're looking to get started, I have videos about drawing faces.
Oh, how to draw face, how to draw anatomy for beginners. I want to write it because I want to watch that videos. Watch the videos from that guy. So the thing is, I will still. I guess that today I will learn and how to draw the basics and how to draw the blank face and how to draw anatomy, and I will film it. But still, I hope I spent only 2 days and tomorrow stream on that, but I don't know how much it will take. But I still will stick to my personal style. I mean, I will still add some sparkles, some, I don't know, extra lines, something like this. So I want to start to create my personal art style right now. So I won't only educate myself and learn how to draw something, but I will also try to add some small details, not only the logo when I write and draw it or tap on the paper. I will also add some details to the drawing that when you see it you will understand. Maybe I can draw Sanichuk logo on my art. I don't know, maybe I can draw something like a little cat's face, happy little cat's face, kitty's face.
Anatomy, facial expressions, and many more things in case you want to get started. So yeah, the basics are important. After all, always remember what Jesus said.
Okay, so I think I can write a step one. Um, fuck. Learn eh, the basics. Learn the basics. I mean, blank face, anatomy, emote. I will write emote, but I mean like emotions. Okay, so step two. I want to. I want this to look like a map. So that's why I draw that little islands. So it will be fun to actually like go on this map. Okay, learn the basics. That was the first step.
Now, once you're able to draw a blank slate that doesn't look like it's been chewed on by a dog, you can actually work on your art style. This means actually figuring out your uh, preferences. Insert LGBTQ joke here. I'll just show you what I mean by preferences. Now, let's say you have your face drawn out, and the way you're going about this is systematically understanding what you like and what you dislike about your art. Let's say you're happy with the way your eyes look, but something about the noses you draw just doesn't click with you. Actually, the nose specifically is a pretty common one. Most people are actually unhappy with their noses. That's also why all of these beauty Instagram and TikTok filters are always making your nose less visible. So yeah, noses are a good example. Let's say you want to change the nose in the art style you're drawing. What you're basically doing is figuring out what you like. Look at other people's art. Some artists basically almost ignore the nose, whilst others don't shy away from drawing them. And then there are artists that are drawing noses, but they are still stylizing it so that they look a bit cuter. And now being aware what your preferences actually are is already priceless because you're now slowly figuring out what you like, step by step. And the next step would be comparing this style to your current drawings and correcting it in a way so that it now suits your liking more. And if you're struggling with that, which is normal by the way, I would suggest you search out a pool of artists that all share this similar trait. In this case, a stubby nose, and try to study the way they tackled this issue. This way, you're not copying or
Interesting.
stealing off of one single style, but rather you're getting inspiration by a lot of different artists. But you are still stealing art by other people. I know. There are somehow still people who think that art styles happen without any influences at all. Now, if you don't believe me, even a style that's so incredibly unique, like the iconic JoJo's art style that has nothing similar to it, started out like this, like a very basic, generic Fist of the North Star lookalike. Only with time did Araki start to evolve into his very own individual art style. And that's okay. If even the guy who got to hang his art into the damn Louvre was allowed to be inspired by someone else, then so can you. So there you have it. Find out what your preferences are.
What? Araki's art style is laying at the Louvre? What? I want to Google it. Hirohiko. Okay. Hirohiko Araki. Рохан в Лувре. What? No, no. Wait a minute. Or maybe Rohan in Louvre. I mean, it's a name of the manga, or what?
Out like this, like a very basic, generic Fist of the North Star lookalike. Only with time did Araki start to evolve into his very own individual art style. And that's okay. If even the guy who got to hang his art into the damn Louvre was allowed
No, no,
to
no, 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 no. He actually said, hang his art in the damn Louvre. Wait. Or no. Or maybe he took his art from. Maybe I don't understand something. I get it. As I understand, there was no work for him to show in Louvre, or maybe only some of his. Okay, I don't really understand. Phew. Some exhibitions of Arataki. Okay, I didn't know that not Arataki but Araki. I didn't know that about Araki, but I think that's fine. Interesting. I didn't know this. Oh, also my laptop is running out of energy. I will. Fine. Okay,
Buy it
let's
by
watch
someone
next.
else, then so can you. So there you have it. Find out what your preferences are and search out for people who have the same preferences. I can 100% assure you that all of your favorite artists and also all of my favorite artists that I like had their influences somewhere.
Okay, let's. Yep, next step. So let's write. Actually, Бустеров. Спасибо, спасибо. So, step two is analyze. I want to write it. Step two is analyze, analyzing, and not only analyzing, but figuring out what I like and dislike, uh, and correct it. Um, if I like crooked noses, find artist who draw crooked noses for inspiration. So the next step will be analyzing. Also, it makes sense. So for the next step, as I learn how to draw the blank face, like the literal, yep, the blank face, I can draw some face, just some face above my blank face, and understand what I like in my drawing. As example, it could be eyes. Like I will be fine with eyes, but I might not like the nose. And then if I should watch and some draw and some artists and watch what kind of noses they draw. And as example, no nose like dot as a nose, um, big noses, crook noses, something like this, and understand what type of noses I like. And then I need to watch more artists who draw nose like that, and then and use them as an inspiration. Figure out what I like and correct it if I like crooked noses. So uh, draw blank. What I like or not. Okay. Fuck. Wait a second. Like dislike. Draw blank. What I like dislike. See the type of noses, and then one. How I should say it? Choose one and find more artists who draw noses as you like. A lot of text, but I think I needed to understand more. Okay, the next
And now
step.
that you actually changed what
So the thing is, you draw something, you understand what you don't like, you found more options, you choose one option, and you see the details in other artists about your option. Something like this. Uh, yep. So the important step, like еще напишу пояснение. Посмотреть, какие вообще носы рисуют из множества. Okay. Okay, next step.
you don't like,
Step
it's
3.
time to practice.
Okay, wait a second. I will write it here. Like step 3. Okay, step 3.
With these new assets. And yes, practicing is still part of the process of developing
Wait.
an art style. That's somewhere. And now that you actually changed what you don't like, it's time to practice with these new assets.
Okay, habits. Step 3 is habits.
And yes, practicing is still part of the process of developing an art style. You're not gonna be able to apply these new changes overnight. You need some muscle memory. That's how it was with me as well. What you're seeing right here is the progress that I've made over round about a year, maybe a bit more. And you always think that nothing's changed, but when you're actually comparing it side by side, yeah, maybe now you agree with me that just practicing the same face over and over and over again can also be a way of developing your art style. And yes, with more time, this is even more apparent. A question I get a lot is, why is my character always different looking, and how can I fix that? And the answer is by having a halfway consistent art style. It's not the character that changes every time. After all, it's the same hairstyle and the same eyes, etc. The problem is actually your lack of a consistent art style and routine that makes your character look different every time. And through practicing, you're also developing habits. That's also something I noticed, for example, how I developed the habit of drawing less individual hair. These are habits that only come through a lot of practicing, and I think this definitely shows. And it's also these kinds of habits that make up a unique art style. So, yeah, an art style really is something you partially develop by practicing it. As for another example, there's a habit that came through a limitation for me, and that was my coloring with commissions. When I'm at a convention, I don't have much time to color every drawing I make there. So I only start filling in the shaded parts because there was no time to color anything. As for another example, there's a habit that came through a limitation for me, and that was my coloring with commissions. When I'm at a convention, I don't have much time to color every drawing I make there. So I only start filling in the shaded parts because there was no time to color it any other way. And yet, somehow, I really liked this style. So I colored more and more commissions like that, and then this coloring style somehow became my trademark at conventions. So this one basically developed from a limitation and yet somehow became my trademark with my commissions at conventions. And that's the keyword, trademark. These habits basically become your trademarks over time by which you can recognize the individual artists and their style. One that immediately comes to my mind is how Kohei Horikoshi, artist of My Hero Academia, always draws his mouth very 3D. You can basically always recognize how he draws two whole rows of teeth. At least that's something that I noticed a lot. Mouths are something that he didn't draw as extreme at the beginning of his previous manga, Barrage, so you can bet that.
I didn't think about it, by the way, that in My Hero Academia, the mangaka drew his mouth very 3D. Like, literally, if you look at his drawing, he's. Thank you for likes. Like, if you look at his character, their character look blank, not like blank, but the faces and the art style not so recognizable, but the faces, no, but the mouths, his mouth, Nifegen, Nifegen, yep, but the mouths, they look really 3D, really realistic.
This is something that just
Thank
developed
you
over
for
time.
likes, Nifegen.
That's right,
Wait.
by practicing. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is
Okay, wait, three. That was the third. So the third is habits. Equal trademarks. Trademark or watermark. So what should I wrote here as what as a life hack, as a note? Consistently drawing the same character. I don't know if I understand it correctly, but I hope I did. Like he said that he draw consistently the same character. Consistent the same character to build your muscle memory. Muscle memory. So my hand will remember how to draw in my art style without any struggles. Okay, that was his first part. He said about that. I think I can put that thing in my regular stream. Like I think that I can draw something, and even though I think I need. Okay, the first two, first of all, I will complete the first two steps, obviously, and but I think I will do it completely. Especially, okay, I don't know, but I just think that I will complete the first two steps pretty easy because I already can draw the blank face somehow, and I already know something about what I do like in drawing and what I don't. So I think I can figure it out pretty easy and fast. And fast. Okay, consistent. The first part was consistently drawing the same character to build your muscle memory, and the second, what did he say
well,
about
there's the
commissions?
habit that came through a limitation for me, and that any other way. And yet, somehow, I really like this style. So I colored more and more commissions like that, and then this coloring style somehow
Okay, he said that when he said commissions, and he said that when he made commissions, he actually didn't have a lot of time to color it, and because of that, he created a really strange style of coloring it, and then it became his own style. I don't know, but I can understand that it's still about habits, but maybe about experimentizing. But I think it's still about habits. And also, I like his style of color. And also, maybe I should buy this markers. I like it. Figure it out. You also. Thank you so much. I want to show you. So he has a really interesting style of coloring, and yeah, because he didn't have a lot of time to color his commissions, because he drew it in traditional way, not with his iPad. He create his personal style of drawing commissions. Okay, okay, next step. Was it all habits, trademarks? Make your drawing style unique. He actually not only about habits, but make your own style. Yeah, I will do. I will draw this line, and I will write. Um, make your own style Unique. Okay. Step 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, is the endless cycle of changing the little things
Uh-huh.
about
Okay, so and he said that this is the endless cycle of changing. Okay. I want to draw this as an endless cycle of changing. That's fine. Uh, it it became a little bit dirty, but yep, that's fine. Endless cycle of changing. Okay, that's not a problem.
your art, and then practicing and trying to incorporate it into your style. And then again, finding new things you would want to change, and so on. This cycle never stops, or at least it shouldn't. Always try to improve stuff. Never
I want to write this as a note, like always try to improve your drawings. Okay, that's fine.
stand still, because you know how the saying goes, a rolling stone gathers no moss. Maybe that one's also by Jesus. I don't know, man.
Okay, step 4. Collecting ideas. Okay, let's. I want to write step 4. Step 4. It will be on the center.
And now, for the last part of this roadmap, I already teased this earlier, but an art style isn't just about drawing a face. An art style can have many different recognizable traits. For example, the use of color. Real fans might have already recognized that these artworks were drawn by Araki, because he always uses these weird color palettes. You would almost call them bizarre.
Okay, I want to say about Araki and about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Okay, by the way, I forgot how to translate bizarre. Bizarre. It feels like not an English word. Bizarre. Sound like bazaar. Okay, странный, weird, bizarre. I want to say that about Araki, a little bit about Araki. So he actually create his own art style, but Sonic Bizarre Adventure. Yep. So the thing is, I think Araki made. He's also know like how many trademarks do you want, Araki? And he said yes. I mean, all his art style is crazy. The faces of his character is recognizable. The bodies, I mean, the poses of his character is recognizable. The jokes are recognizable. The color palettes are recognizable. I mean, everything of his style is recognizable. Everything. He choose strange. Okay, I mean, bizarre, bizarre. He choose strange colors for the drawings. He choose strange faces. He choose strange clothes, strange poses. Like everything of his art style is strange and really recognizable. For the most artists, even though they are popular, um, I mean, there is some. Speaking about the manga Chainsaw Man, they're not okay. The face of the characters is recognizable as most of the anime. Like when you watch My Hero Academia, Chainsaw Man, Naruto, Uzumaki. Naruto, what else anime do we have? Studio Ghibli. You can okay, but for the Studio Ghibli it's kind of different. But for Naruto, for Chainsaw Man, for My Hero Academia, for most of the anime, the differences is the faces. I mean, the surroundings are usually the same. Like the way of drawing city, the way of drawing country yards and something like this are the same, but the faces is different. Ну, вот твой стиль — то, что ты делаешь сам. Я не очень поняла. Я не очень поняла. I don't understand. Напиши еще раз. Ты когда референсы берешь, ты учишься техникам, которые потом будешь использовать для реализации своих мыслей. Ты когда референсы берешь, ты учишься техникам, которые потом будешь использовать для реализации своих мыслей. Ну да, ну не только мысли, ну то есть, которые тебе пришли, ну вообще для реализации, да, всего. Так я не очень понимаю. Ну да, в целом так и есть. То есть ты берешь, ты смотришь на то, что тебе нравится, и, ну я уже тут писала план, что, допустим, ты нарисовал лицо, ты понимаешь, что тебе не нравится нос, который ты рисуешь. Ты смотришь на варианты носов, которые вообще бывают, которые вообще рисуют, выбираешь что-то, которое тебе нравится, и смотришь, как их рисуют другие художники. Ну, вдохновляешься, не копируешь, желательно, конечно, ну, вдохновляешься каким-то стилем и пытаешься нарисовать какой-то свой нос, который тебе будет нравиться. Вот. Ну, так а чё проблема-то? Чё-то не понял. То есть просто в случае с Араки я про что говорю? Про то, что у него вообще все нахуй это это у него все выделяется. То есть, как правило, ну, ам ты имеешь в виду, что когда я говорю, что в разных аниме отличаются только лица, ты имеешь в виду, что это не personal art style, а типа просто, ну вообще нет. То есть ты, если рисуешь мангу, понятное дело, что, ну, в случае с мангой, а не просто когда ты художник, да, и просто рисуешь. Ты когда рисуешь мангу, конечно, тебя запоминают не только потому, как ты нарисовал персонажа, тебя запоминают по сюжету, по полутвистам, по вот этой всякой штуке. Но если говорить про рисование, ну, именно вот не с точки зрения сюжета, да, то есть чем сюжет запомнился и чем персонажи конкретные запомнились. А если говорить про рисовку, то большинство аниме как бы рисовка сильно не отличается. Ну, то есть лица отличаются, а в основном рисовка более-менее одинаковая. То есть если прям уж лица заменить, то как бы, ну да. Вот, и, как правило, чтобы, ну, опять же, одного мангака от другого отличить, как правило, рисуют какие-то отличительные черты. Но, опять же, просто в манге как бы ты запоминаешь не сколько по рисовке, сколько по сюжету, по вот такому вот всему, конечно же. Вот. Ну, в целом, как бы да. Вот, а Араки, он просто вообще все нахуй сделал необычно. У него и лица запоминающиеся, и позы запоминаются, шутки запоминаются, одежда, персонажи, сюжет, цвета очень яркие он использует, тоже странные. Короче, Араки решил вообще все нахуй сделать трейдмаркой. То есть у него не просто только вот одно что-то отличается, у него вообще все нахуй отличается. Ну, то есть все очень запоминающееся, все очень яркое и броское. Ну ладно.
I'd say his use of color is basically one of his most well-known trademarks. It's so prolific. Even with an animated series, they tried to adapt his weird color palettes because it was so recognizable. What I'm trying to say is, when browsing through social media and you recognize an artist, maybe ask yourself why you recognize this artist in the first place. And while you're at it, you could also list off your favorite artists down in the comments. Maybe other people get inspired this way as well. Artgerm, for example, is an artist that I immediately recognize when browsing through my feed. And yeah, sure, of course, the way he draws faces is something you could recognize him by. But even if you were to just show me a couple of blurry artworks of his where the face isn't even visible, I would still be able to recognize his art because of the unique way he colors it. This artwork is also by the same artist, but you had to look twice, right? Because all of the usual trademarks were absent. It wasn't as recognizable. At first glance, you wouldn't recognize it's by the same artist, right? So yeah, just wanted to prove my point on how an art style is way more than just the way you draw faces. And maybe all of this sounds a bit too much at first, but bottom line is just keep your eyes open and observe while you scroll through your timeline. I, for example, always liked artworks with thick outlines, so I started drawing thick outlines myself. And now you immediately recognize my black and white drawings I do at conventions because they all have thicker outlines. They just have this certain style. When someone flips through their autograph book, they see my drawing there and they're like, yeah, that's by Marcel. I recognize.
I mean, like he said, you can recognize. For me, I don't, it's 2022, but for me, his anime drawings with coloring, his anime drawings looks really good. But without it, it just looks, I don't know, like any other regular artist.
So, bottom line, just keep your eye out when following your favorite artist on social media.
I guess that's it. So, what was the name on the first step? Collecting ideas. Okay, we will roll it. Where is my second pen, by the way? Ah, there it is. Okay. Collecting ideas. I don't know. Do I need any note to this? Like collecting ideas. Maybe inspiration. Araki. Hirohiko. You are my favorite artist. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let's watch till the end.
So I started drawing the basic way on how to develop your very own art style. I actually plan on uploading a lot. Goodbye.
Oi. Ah. Ah.
Anyways, that's the whole roadmap I prepared. Anyways, that's the whole roadmap I prepared for you guys. This is a very basic way on how to develop your very own art style. I actually plan on uploading a lot more videos like that, so you might want to subscribe if you want to see more animated videos like these. And if you turn on the bell, you'll get notified when I upload my next video. Also, if you like this video, maybe you would want to check out my video about character design I did. It's pretty similar to this video, so you might like it. Also, if you want to go the extra step, you can support me on Patreon as well, but don't feel forced to. Just liking and commenting is all the support I need. Just watching my videos is something I...
Okay. Phew. Phew. Okay. Collecting ideas. I don't know, like... try to find inspo. Don't know. Recognizable artist styles. Okay, that's fine. Phew. That takes a lot of time actually to film, to not to film but to watch, to write, to follow the step. Okay, let's watch some another videos. No, maybe quickly. What other artists think about that question?
Some people might be a little bit concerned when they do style studies or master studies or copy people's art like this, because it's like, I don't want to be a copy of some other artist. I want my own unique style, right? Even if you copy from their style like this, you will always find a way to make it your own. You will never become a total exact copy. Like over time, as you incorporate more information, more knowledge, more inspirations, it will change. So I really wouldn't worry about it.
Я понимаю, да. Окей.
Hustle with the fans. Hustle with the hustle with the hustle with the fans. Hustle with the hustle with the hustle with the fans.
I'm going to show you the best way to find your art style. I want you to think of your art style like your taste, and that you only know which food you like after you have tried it. Once you got that, it's very easy to do. Start by finding who your favorite artists are. Then write what you like about each of them. Then trace and study their work. And finally, make an illustration combining everything that you like about them. This is by far my favorite method because it works with every art style.
Okay, let's write it, because I think it's a great advice. I think it's a really great and good advice. So let's write it. So here would be what, number one. Number one, okay, and that will be number two. But I think the number one advices of how to find your art style is more generous. Like it's about starting from scratch, but this is about when you already can draw, and I think I already can draw, but I still start from scratch. Like if I can draw. Okay, so number two. Number two. Number two is to. Okay, let's start from the
I'm
beginning.
going to show you the best way to find your art style. I want you to think of your art style like your taste, and that you only know which food you like after you have tried it. Once you got that, it's very easy to do. Start by finding who your favorite artist.
Okay, so find my favorite artist. Okay.
Are. Then write what you like about each of them.
Write what I like about each of them.
And trace and study their work. And finally, make an
What?
illustration.
What?
And trace and study their work. And find
Fuck. Trace of the study of their work. I don't understand. Английский.
who your favorite artists are. Then write what you like about each of them. Then trace and study their work. And finally,
trace and okay. Then trace and study their work. Okay. Step number 3. He literally means trace. Okay. Trace and how I should say? How should I study? Oi. Okay. It will be study. Study their work. Okay.
illustration combining everything that you like about them. This is by far my favorite.
Teachers make an illustration, combine everything you like. You like at them?
That you like about them.
About them. Okay. Interesting. Make an. Okay, that's actually a different style, different pattern of how to find your style, and it's an interesting angle of view. And I'm really, 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 really glad that we watch another videos, not only the video of that guy, because I will try both the ways. Make an illustration. Make an illustration. Combine everything that you like about them. Okay, the next.
This is by far my favorite method because it works with every art style. If you want to find your art style, go to digitalpaintingmaster.com/artstyle for a free workshop.
Okay, I actually really like this method a lot, because he said that I need to find my favorite artist, write what I like about them, and then trace and study and they at work. It means like he want to for me to trace. I mean like copying, basically, and combine, and then I will see what I like personally. And I think it's a great method. I enjoyed it. I want to write this. I like this method, but I will still start from scratch. I want to remember to you. But I think I will stick to that method more because it's easier and faster. I mean, really faster than just to take an inspiration, practice, and everything. You can just find what you like right now. And still, his plan contains changing between step 2 and step 3, like analyzing and create habits. His plan is different compared to his plan. And yep, I mean, his steps take a lot of time to understand what you like, but his step is about to find your favorite style right now. Like right now, you can find your favorite artist, right? Trace. I think that's that plan we are going to do on the next stream. Today, I want to try and learn the basics, the blend. Actually, I'm already tired because I'm streaming for maybe 1.5 hour, 1 hour and a half, and I'm already tired. But I will still learn. I will still draw the blank faces and some poses. Yep. And I think tomorrow we will try to do that plan, that method. Okay, let's watch some another videos. The most hated art styles of the TikTok community. I don't want watch medium. Which art medium should use in 2025? Honestly, brutal opinion. What is that?
I try basically every conventional art medium most people know and use, and the question is which ones are great, which ones are not so great, and which ones are easy to use and pick up. So today I'll rank them for you, and I'll also give you a quick little guide on which one you should use to color your art in this next segment coming up.
I don't know about it,
Hi
that
guys,
video.
my name's
Okay, the secret to finding your art style. Draw now. Okay, how to make your OS actually good. An OS doesn't actually completely suck. Fixing JS trash art. Fixing Kim Jong-ji trash art. Drawing more will never. Instagram art. Don't you ever draw hands like cynics ever. Oh my god. Art is hard. Your art sucks, and that's okay. Art style. How to find art style. 8 easy ways. 8 easy ways? I don't want 8 ways. I already have 2. Okay, the secret to finding your art style.
I hope in a year I can develop my own style more. But what he doesn't know already that very evident.
Okay, let's watch it at 2x speed with subtitles. What? It can be x4? What?
You know, like, on the formula columns, right? So like, hey, you can say it's like, and look at this, it's 2 dots.
I can't know. I didn't know that it can be 4 times. Maybe because you... Не знала, что можно сделать скорость 4х, потому что у тебя премиум YouTube. У меня максимум было 2х. Это потому что я... Блин, теперь хочу обновить приложение. Я тоже хочу, чтобы у меня была возможность такая премиума. Прикольно. Ну-ка, App Store. Поставлю пока обновляться. YouTube. Окей, обновить. Да в смысле нехватки места? Я уже поудаляла просто все, что можно и нельзя. Все равно места не хватает, господи. Сколько можно? Сколько можно? Okay, let's watch this video on 1.5. I don't know, like 1.5, and I will delete some thing on my.
Let's talk about art style, okay, guys?
Yep.
Especially on social media, if you look around, all the artists I admired had really cool, striking, awesome art styles. And I thought what was separating me and those artists I admired was that they had awesome art styles and my art style sucked. So I thought, if I could have a better art style, then my art will look better. Yeah? And there's a lot of things I thought that went to art style. Could be like the brushes they use, the thickness of their lines, how they draw certain things, like how they draw eyes, how they draw noses, that kind of stuff, right? In my mind back then, art style was a kind of formula almost, right? So like, hey, you can like, let's say a specific art style might be like, okay, so if I draw a nose like this with 2 dots, okay, and then we add a little bit of shading underneath, that's a nose. Okay, like that's an art style then. Or maybe if you're going all the way anime style, maybe I just gotta do like a dot, and then they have this sort of like triangle of laying up there. That's another art style kind of thing. So basically, formulas and shorthands I could use to improve my art, essentially, right? But how does it look like inside? I don't worry about it. I think it's trendy these days to study Mika Picasso, but it's a lot more funny if I ask my friend, can I use you as clickbait in a YouTube video? And they say yes. Isn't that better? I call him Zero Babu because like I have no idea how this is supposed to be pronounced, so it's probably Zero Babu, right? I would say Zero has a really striking and very cool style, right? Look at Zero's style, okay? Mostly black and white. He has some color work down
Thank
here
you.
with Heather.
Thank you for host. Thank you so much. Actually figure out скики можно. А чё не так? Я не поняла. А чё не так-то? Ты говоришь, скики можно. А чё не так-то? Чё тебе не нравится? Стримить имеешь в виду скики можно или что? Я не понимаю. Чё не так-то? Чё ты доёбываешься до меня? Место? На телефоне место? Нет, ладно, сори. Я вот это скики можно, реально. Я от этого очень устала. Сколько можно? Я уже все почистила, блин, на телефоне. Что тут еще чистить? Тут чистить нечего.
Particular, check out the way Zero draws noses, right? Since we're talking about noses, right? It's just very simple. Just a dot here. Over here as well. Just a dot. It's cool. It's cool. Right? Sometimes he does this thing where he just outlines the highlight or shadow. It's a highlight in the situation. Very cool. Wait, it's for very stylish, right? Back then, when I looked at artists that were better than me, I'd be like, oh, I see. And I'll just copy that by, all right, so I want to draw noses like Mr. Zero here. I will just, either do a dot or a line like this, or something like the highlight on top. Yeah, all these special different anime noses. And I don't know if you've had this experience before, right? But back when I tried to copy art styles in this way, I would do my very best to, copy the way they drew noses, eyes, use the same brush. I'd ask them which brush they were using and try to copy that too. But somehow I just never really could draw as well as they could. And it was super, super frustrating. So the reason why just kind of copying someone's art rarely works is because an art style is more than just formulate. It's more than the way they draw eyes, the pens they use, the way they draw certain things. I think what an art style actually is a combination of a whole bunch of different things. Like it's their preferences, their inspirations, the styles of arts they were inspired by, and even their mistakes and their limitations and skills. For me in particular, my style consists of kind of messy-ish brushwork right here. And that's because I don't know how to clean it up. Limitation of skill. But that's also part of my art style because I can't do better. To sum up what art style really is, it's their own personal interpretation and simplification of reality. Because unless we're talking about abstract art, almost all art is based on reality in some way. And an art style is how they choose to present that reality. They can change it, they can tweak it, they can make it better because they're artists. And if they don't think reality looks good, they can change it. So we can say that Zero only draws noses as a dot. But if you know where to look, Zero 100% knows how to draw noses, okay? He actually does study like hell from reality, but he chooses to draw noses in that way because that's just a combination of his preferences, right? He knows how to nose. Exactly. Thank you. So obviously, the secrets to being able to find your own style. There's not much of a secret, honestly. It's understanding the fundamentals. If you want to be able to interpret reality, you have to know reality in the first place, right? I think everyone's heard this before, but you gotta know the rules before you can break them. People say it all the time, but it is true. And if you look at his study account again, it might seem like super overwhelming, right? So some people might be thinking like, oh my god, before I can draw anime girls, I seriously have to do all of this? Are you kidding me? And the answer is no, not really. You don't have to study all the perspective and all the anatomy and all the fundamentals before you're allowed to find your own style. Of course not, right? Of course not. But it's good to study it in small steps. You can study a little bit of anatomy and then work on your style. You can study a bit of perspective and then your style can go a little bit further. Just take little small steps at a time and slowly improve. And here's the funny thing about trying to develop your own style, right? I was talking about developing your own style because I think I was really, really, really interested in finding my own unique style. And I think so are a lot of other people who are watching this video. You'll find that as you study these fundamentals, your style will just kind of naturally develop. And don't forget, everyone already has a style. whether consciously or not. Here, listen again.
In a year, I can develop my own style more.
Yeah, I hope in a year I can develop my own style more. But what he doesn't know already that very evidently PewDiePie already has his own style. So a style actually is not something you can avoid. Everybody has one. It's simply the way you prefer to draw, right? So what people really mean when they say they want to find a style is that they're not satisfied with their style, which is a totally valid and okay thing to think. Because I think I also did a bunch of style studies a little bit earlier. I can show you guys. I did a TV Choi and Taco style study because I was dissatisfied with the way I was drawing bodies. So I just copied their homework. And okay, TV Choi, give me your power now. Give me energy. I will draw like TV Choi. They already found an appealing style. So I just kind of copied their art and tried to understand what they were doing here. So here was the way I was drawing bodies before I did that style study. Here it is afterwards, and I'm much happier with the after. And that was because I was able to study their style. But then here's the thing. If you don't have fundamentals, doing style studies like this where you just copy their art is usually less effective. I'm not saying that you'll get nothing from it or anything, right? When you're trying to do a master study or a style study, what you're trying to do is get into the artist's head. You're trying to figure out what it is they were thinking. Like, why is this line here? What is this line supposed to represent in reality? And because I have studied fundamentals and I have studied anatomy, I can see like, oh, okay, well, they drew this line over here because this is where the pectoralis major is. Here's where the deltoid is, and this is that separation. What is this over here? Well, this clearly is the triceps over here, right? This bump here. I know that because I studied it. And I know that there is a flat section over here because there is a flat tendon on the triceps that leads to the elbow. And you only know this information from studying. And because I know this, I can understand what they're trying to represent, how they're trying to tweak reality to suit their needs. And it makes the style study like 10 times more effective, if you know what I mean, right? Some people might be a little bit concerned when they do style studies or master studies or copy people's art like this. Because like, no, I don't want to be a copy of some other artist.
Okay, I actually don't like her. I mean, I don't like the YouTuber, but I don't like the way her video is built. I don't know how to understand, but I personally like to be blogger like her and speak a lot. I don't get it. Why I don't have блять, короче, я по-русски скажу. Я не понимаю, почему у меня нет памяти на телефоне. Я удалила уже просто настолько много всего. Я удалила видосы с прошлой съемки. Я почистила память в Телеграме. Я все почистила. Я еще просто так поудаляла. Почему у меня нет памяти на телефоне? Я удалила минут, я не знаю, даже... Я не просто на гигабайт удалила, я на 2 гигабайта очистила. Почему я сейчас пытаюсь загрузить YouTube ролик, и у меня он не загружается через App Store? Я не понимаю. Ну, то есть сейчас уже, конечно, не выскакивает табличка, но я почистила гигабайта на 2. Ну, сколько можно уже? Сколько можно? Я просто не понимаю. Я уже все, что можно, почистила. Ну, типа, ближайшей доступности. Ну что, реально вот просто вот вообще даже вот, совсем, да, вот нет места никак. Скики можно, реально, скики можно. Да я уже заебалась. Спасибо за сердечки. Я просто хочу обновить YouTube, чтобы у меня была возможность тоже в 4 раза ускорять ролик. Я не знаю, какой я ролик буду вообще ускорять в 4 раза, но у меня же есть эта возможность. Должна быть точнее. Скики можно. У меня эта возможность есть, я хочу ей пользоваться. Почему у меня не обновляется YouTube? Господи. Обновляйся. Или я не знаю, может там просто обновление на 2 гигабайта реально. Я почистила, и все будет сейчас в этом. Я не понимаю. Я, короче, оставлю свой телефон и надеюсь, он, блядь, загрузит хоть что-то. Просто я уже не выдерживаю нахуй. Ну сколько можно? Вот это вот память телефона, вот это самый главный struggle. Самый главный, блядь... Сука, не забыла я слово. Недостаток. Не флоу, недостатки. Недостатки и преимущества. Disadvantages. Вот это слово. Самый главный disadvantage, блядь, от этого телефона. Просто загрузилась, там даже не видно будет, загрузился меньше 1 миллиметра. Я такую маленькую полоску впервые вижу. Я вообще не понимаю, чё к чему. Почему? Может быть, из-за того, что у меня iOS-версия старая, не знаю. У меня можно обновление ПО поставить на телефон. Конечно. Свай, скики. iOS 18.4.1, 5,24 гигабайта. Установка И обновление невозможно, так как в процессе установки требуется минимум 8 гигабайт свободного места. 5.24 только iOS версия 18.4. Может быть, у меня не обновляется приложение, потому что у меня старый iOS, я не знаю. Реально, меня так уже заебала эта хуйня, это просто пиздец какой-то. Я не знаю, может, мне все еще памяти не хватает. Ну-ка, придем в хранилище. Используется 63 гигабайта 64. Да как так? Я только что удалила на гигабайта 2 памяти. Просто, я не понимаю. 1 гигабайт свободный. Телеграм использовано вчера 5-4 гигабайта. Я же только что чистила его. Документы и данные. Что там на 5 гигабайт? Я же только что чистила. Фото 4.56, Telegram 5.4. I don't have money to buy new phone. You say to me, just buy a new phone. I don't have money. Where can I you can buy my commissions. I don't have money to buy new phone. My God. I don't know where can I take those memory because Telegram is 5 gigabyte, photo is 5 gigabyte, YouTube is 4. Why YouTube is 4 gigabyte? I don't know. Maybe I have 3 videos downloaded for 4 hours. Okay, I can clean my memory by YouTube. Okay, I did it. And right now I think my memory will be a little bit more cache video. What cache video? In Telegram, I already cleaned it. YouTube is still 4 gigabyte. I don't know why. In YouTube, I already did it. I don't understand the thing with my Telegram. Like data and storage usage is only 25 byte. Why it's 5 gigabyte? Why Telegram is the most memory content, a lot of memory storage. I don't know. 5 gigabyte is a lot for my phone. Okay. Can I? No. 2x is still the most. So my YouTube didn't. Мой YouTube не обновился, короче, нифига. Ладно, давайте по-быстренькому попрактикуемся с рисованием. You will see go in profile and choose download. You will see video. I already did this. Okay, wait a second. Maybe go in profile. I go and choose download. Yup, you will see video with cache. I know it. Thanks. I know it and already just buy telephone. I don't have money to buy a new telephone. I don't have money. You can buy my drawings. I can draw something for you. You can find my drawings on my YouTube page. I don't have money for buy a new phone. Okay. Okay, so let's draw. Let's draw. Just buy new phone. No. Let's draw. Okay, I actually like the first guy. Maybe I can watch some of his tutorials of how to draw. How to draw. Oh my god. Of how to draw head. I feel myself actually so tired. Like, I don't know why. Maybe because that's new information. Maybe because I'm learning in English language and speaking in English language, and that's new information. I'm also streaming. Maybe because of that, I feel so exhausted, and I also control myself. Why, Skiki можно just buy a new smartphone? No, I won't. I can't. I don't have money to buy a new phone. I don't have money. If you want to support me, buy a commission. Buy my commission. You can DM me in my Instagram It's called Wootin Drawing, just as my YouTube channel. You can buy me commission. You can buy my commissions. I can draw something for you, and I can draw yourself. I can draw. I don't know, your brother, your sister, your favorite country, everything what you want, and then you will give me money for my commissions, and I will buy a new phone with more storage. Just go work in McDonald's few days and get $1,000 and buy phone. It's easy. I'm not in America. In my countries, in my country, you need to work for 3 months and spend no money on food, on clothes, on you just need to work for 3 money and I don't know, live with your parents and eat your parents' food and just don't go to a cafe. Just literally go work for 3 months, and after that you will be able to buy a new phone, a new iPhone. Just go work in McDonald's few days and get $1,000 buy new phone. It's easy. Yep, of course. Okay, I want to watch that guy. Social media. Где упоминание, интересно? Субтитры, субтитры выгрузка настройки. Блин, а где? Может быть, нет на этом, как его, на телефоне? Может быть, есть только на компе? Просто мне бы хотелось посмотреть упоминания. И в упоминаниях у него была... Спасибо за лайки. Thank you, thank you. Just tell your government what you workless, and they give you help near $3,000. My countries. А у нас вообще есть какие-то пособия? I don't think my country, my motherland, so Russia is my motherland country, and I don't think they have insurance, not insurance. I think it's a life support payment, something like this, only for disabled people and only for orphan or not orphanage, orphanage. How I should say the children in Okay, yeah, I will just Google it. Sirota. Orphan. Okay, so government only help orphans and disabled people. Прожиточный минимум close like $130. Yes, прожиточный минимум. Прожиточный. Блин, слово прожиточный. Прожиточный. So the life, my government think that прожиточный минимум, that the minimum amount of money that you need to earn is to live for one people is $130. But actually, I think it's, I don't know, like maybe $350. But it's if you will live, it will be $150. But it's if you live with your parents, like it's basically minimum. I mean, you need to live with some. How I should say it? You need to have your own flat or your own house, or you will need to live with your parents, basically. So yes, and then your прожиточный minimum can be $350. But still, if you don't have flat, or if you're an orphan, or you just need to pay rent for some flat, the minimum base of living will be, I don't know, maybe $600. It's not 600, $600. I think maybe $500, just like for base minimum. So you will be able to rent a flat. You will be able to eat something and drink water and tea, and Sometimes you can buy some cheap clothes and that's it. So that's $600, but not 100. But okay, let's learn how to draw. Uh-huh. How good is your art? How to draw hands? I'll teach you drawing bodies in 10 minutes. How to draw faces in your own style. Front plus side. How to draw heads with Loomis method tutorial. How to draw hot mouths and lips tutorial. Okay, I actually like this playlist. I will save the playlist to my library. Thank you for hearts. Thank you. I just watch his playlist of that type of that artist because I can open it on the phone, but I can see it on my laptop. So I just want to choose. Thank you for likes. So I want to choose what video I want to watch. I will show it to you on my phone, and we will stick to the tutorial. So right now, what are we doing? I wrote the two methods of how to find your own art styles. And for today, we will stick to the first plan. And the first step of the first plan is to learn the basics, learn how to draw blank face and anatomy. But today, I want to draw the blank face only. So we will learn only how to draw the blank face. Okay, what's next? How to draw faces in your own style. How to draw hands with Loomis, heads with Loomis method. I think that's also like hot mouth sleeves, shade faces. How to shade faces tutorial. How to draw anything, no clickbait. How to draw any pose. How to draw faces from all angles. To draw vanishing points. How to draw perspective, beginner tutorial. How to draw a foreshortening. How to draw woman, female bodies. How to draw long hair, how to draw hair, how to draw poses in 5 minutes, how to draw emotions and facial expressions, to draw clothes and wrinkles, how to draw muscles, how to draw eyes, anything from an imagination, how to draw your own poses, how to fix it, eye drawing tutorial, how to draw animals, female bodies, oh my god, he has how to draw face my method. Okay, he has for now he has 3 or 4 videos of how to draw female bodies, but 0 video of how to draw male bodies. That's suspicious. Okay, how to draw face my method. This is a normal video about how to draw line weight. I swear. How to draw a face, girl version, how to draw any hairstyle, how to draw eyes from any perspective, the best skill an artist could have, how I turn my story into a manga for professional skills. Okay, so he has a lot of video of how to draw faces. I don't want to watch video about how to draw faces in your own style. That's a minus. I don't want to see how to draw heads with Loomis method tutorial also for now. I mean, not maybe for everything, but for now. What else? How to shade faces is a no for now. Maybe how to draw faces from any angle. I think that will be fine. Okay, how to draw faces from any. Let's try to watch that tutorial. How to draw faces from any angle. Okay. So draw like a sir. I see complete guide from some guy, but I want to watch his video. How to draw different head angles. How to draw face. Okay, let's watch and stick to the tutorial. I can because of the light I can't really see this. Okay, let's drink. Like, are you able to see? I think yes, you're able. Let's watch. Is it a normal speed because it's a tutorial? Okay. Let's also film this because why not? Um, I'll film this. Okay, not only like that, but okay, now maybe. Okay, that's fine.
Hi guys, my name is Marcel, and today you're gonna learn how to draw faces from every. Hi guys, my name is Mark.
Wait a second, I will delete my other videos. I don't like it at all. Wait a second. Okay, that's fine.
Hi guys, my name is Marcel, and today you're gonna learn how to draw faces from every angle.
Okay, let's start.
Like I said, I pulled out all the steps for this video, so there's gonna be a step-by-step one. I made animations as always, and this time I even made 3D models.
I'm actually right now is nervous. I'm streaming for 2 hours. Oh my god, I'm streaming for 2 hours like now. So we spent like 1.5 hour of how to figuring out the steps. And always we spent a lot of time on stream and speaking, but we still spent a lot of time on figured out and drawing. And right now I'm actually really nervous about sticking to the plan, but let's try and do this quickly. Let's try and do this quickly and yep, not be so nervous about it.
Everything I could, like some crazy doomsday prepper, because this video topic ain't easy, and I wanted to make it as simple as humanly possible. Because I struggled a lot with drawing faces back in the day, so I know how it is. The only catch is you need to know how to draw your typical basic face. If you cannot, then I would suggest you watch my tutorial on it first, because you need to learn how to walk.
Maybe
before you
like
can
this
run,
too.
right? So this video is more or less
Oh, wait,
to know
wait.
how to draw your typical basic face. If you cannot, then I would suggest you watch my tutorial on it first, because you need to learn how to walk before you can run.
Fuck. Okay, so this is his how to draw face for people who can draw faces. So this is his first video. Maybe okay, that's fine. Okay, let's watch this video first.
Hi guys, my name is Marcel, and guess what? Your favorite artist has uploaded a new video. And me too. Today you're gonna learn the basics of drawing faces. What's important to me is that every single one of you can draw along. Doesn't matter if you draw Disney style or cartoons or manga. I'll try to explain how to draw face shapes in different styles today. So today's video is gonna be pretty basic. But I also thought about making another video where I draw faces in different angles sometime in the future. If you want to watch this video, then you can go ahead and subscribe. Then you'll get notified when I upload another video about drawing faces. But let's not get ahead of ourselves and start with the basics first. We're just gonna draw a basic face shape today, and the most important thing is that you don't get discouraged right at the beginning. It's okay if your circle isn't perfectly round or your lines are wobbly. I was like that too, everyone was. All of this is plain muscle memory with practice. Wanting to draw a perfect face right from the start is like expecting to be perfect at slacklines after watching it for one time. You don't only need theory, but also practice. And we're going to start with just that, drawing a face in theory and practice. Let's go.
Let's go.
If I want to draw a face, I personally draw it like this. I'm gonna start with a circle.
Окей. Давайте нарисуем... Окей, let's draw a circle. Окей, давайте нарисуем circle. Окей, мы нарисовали circle. Идемте дальше. Так, circle мы нарисовали. Не очень ровный и все такое, но все-таки это circle. Какой-никакой такой вот.
Next, I'm gonna split that circle right in the middle.
Okay, we will split the circle right in the middle. That's the steps that I already know, but why I can't refresh the basics. Okay, let's split it in halves. Just like this.
And then I'm gonna shape the jaw and the chin. I know, there's tons of tutorials about how many
Right.
guidelines you'll need. A guideline for the eye, guideline for ears, guideline for ears. I mean, what are you gonna learn from this? Honestly, I think there's only 2 guidelines that most people will need. One
Okay, so that's basically what he's doing.
for the eye and one for the tip of
Okay, let's just. No, maybe he. Okay, let's watch first.
nose. Placement of these guidelines can also sound very tricky at first. Again, some tutorials tell you to measure them out by taking half the circle and then multiply it by the square root of x minus the sum of all parts combined in order to divide it by barely any artists out there ever measures guidelines. They all go with their gut feeling, so don't fret when you're off by a millimeter or something. I personally placed them so that the circle ends in the middle.
Circle ends in the middle. I don't understand. Okay. I thought that he will tell you how to draw the draw and how to draw. Like, he said that it's pretty basic, but he didn't tell you how to draw the draw. I don't know. That's. For me, that's a bit strange. And how long should be that line after the circle? That's also kind of strange because I think you need to tell, or especially the beginners, about it. So for now, I don't really like that guide because of that fact. But let's still continue because maybe it will be better. Who knows? Who knows? Что там происходит за дверью? Ветер просто. Будь здоров. Ладно. Короче, нарисовали мы Джо Лайн, и это все.
So don't fret when you're off by a millimeter or something. I personally placed them so that the circle ends in the middle.
Я не понимаю, что же circle ends in the middle? Like, that's the middle? Like, the middle of this? Like, here? In the middle of what? Fuck, I don't like him.
And also, you can use those guidelines for drawing ears as well.
Okay, so he is basically telling you that you don't need to measure it and just to draw for your gut and draw that in the middle. Okay, for now I don't really like, but I will still stick to his plan for now. Okay, let's draw the 2 lines. But still, for me, that's strange. Okay, wait a second. I want to draw the lines. I feel like mine is too much. Maybe fine, maybe not. Maybe too much.
So now let's check the proportions. We have 2 small parts and 1 big part. Just
Yep, we have 2 small parts and 1 big part. That's right.
remember it as 2-1-1, as a little mnemonic device. By the way, my camera films from an angle, so they had
Ah, okay, like 2, 1, 1. Окей. Вот. Закончу. Я думаю, что минут через 10. Думаю, минут через 10 закончу.
might look a bit big to you. And then when it comes to the chin, you can make it a bit round. Like I said, this is my personal way of drawing faces.
Okay.
There's tons of people who draw their art in completely different styles. For example, cartoons. Other people like to draw comics. Or, for example, manga. Everyone draws differently. This is just my way of approaching a face. The most important thing is that you can tolerate that different people have different tastes. There's people that like the art more realistic, and then there's people who prefer it stylized or cartoony. The proportions I'm showing you in this video are a bit more realistic, but I'll show you how to change things later on. Oh, by the way, there's a guideline that I never knew as a child, but I think is really important. It's the cheeks. They go up from your ears right down to your chin. And
Okay, I want to draw it.
anyways, those were all guidelines you'll need in order to draw the shape of the head. Now we can continue by drawing the facial features. You guys know how I roll. I like to simplify everything in order to learn it. I didn't show you any guidelines or facial features yet because you all have different styles. It would be pretty dumb if I would show you guidelines for smaller eyes, but you really want to draw bigger, more stylized eyes. And like I mentioned, everyone has different tastes. Now let's start with the eyes as an example. If you would like to draw more realistic,
Okay,
smaller eyes,
let's just draw that. How he see this.
order to learn it. I didn't show you any guidelines for facial features yet because you all have different styles. It would be pretty dumb if I would show you guidelines for smaller eyes.
Okay, I understand that I really can't draw eyes properly. What the fuck? I don't know the strange. Okay, maybe like
to
this.
draw bigger, more stylized.
That's strange.
Like I mentioned, everyone has different tastes. Now, let's start with the eyes as an example. If you would like to draw more realistic eyes, your guidelines should be very slim. By the way, there is no shame in using a ruler if you're still having trouble with drawing straight lines. That's what rulers are there for. Now you draw in the eye in a very, very basic shape. And after that, you can add the details. A lot of beginners just the size of the eye you want to draw. Again, we should first draw in the basic shape, so both eyes will be the same size later on. And only then should you add details. And those were the basics of drawing eyes and how to keep them the same size. Just the size artists have a hard time. And after that, you can...
Okay.
Now,
Right.
let's start with the eyes as an example. If you would like to draw more realistic eyes, your guidelines should be very slim. By the way, there is no shame in using a ruler if you're still having trouble with drawing straight lines. That's what rulers are there for. Now you draw in the eye in a very, very basic shape. And after that, you can add the details. A lot of beginners draw details straight ahead without drawing the basic shape first. That works out for some people, but most artists have a hard time drawing like that. That's why you draw in the rough shape first, so both eyes are the same size. And yes, this goes for every kind of eye. Let's say you prefer bigger, stylized eyes. In this case, you can lift the upper guideline up so it matches the size of the eye you want to draw. Again, we should first draw in the basic shape, so both eyes will be the same size later on. And only then should you add details. And those were the basics of drawing eyes and how to keep them the same size. And you guessed it, that goes for everything else too. For example, drawing noses. We first pencil in the basic shape of a nose. Your average nose is as big as our guidelines that we drew in before. But if you'd rather have another nose, like for example a button nose, then you'll need a different shape for that. If you have more practice with this later on, then you should definitely get inspired by your favorite artists. If you combine the things that you like, you'll get something completely unique out of it. Most artists start by being inspired and then grow into their own after some time. And yes, that's how it's always been. People are just very quickly to judge without actively reading into the topic. So you do either all of that, or you're just drawing in all the basic shapes that I've prepared for you here. And don't get me wrong, it's okay to start with the basics. I just think it would be a pity if all of your artworks look the same because of my tutorial. That's why I didn't want to make this video at first. But I understand that you sometimes just want to practice by drawing a cookie cutter face. But if you do that, try using photo references. Make a photo of your face and try learning from it. For example, here's a photo of my face. What? Yeah, right. Sorry, I didn't shave before making this photo. Right, yeah. Excuse me, the next time you'll see a photo of me, I'll be shaved. I promise. Anyway, photo references can help you place guidelines if you have trouble with them. You can go ahead and practice all of this. Just rewind the video and draw along if you haven't already. Now, what I'm doing next is to draw in more details to these building blocks that we've drawn. Just so they look less like building blocks and more like, facial features.
Let's speed it up.
But I still stand by my advice, use photo references and try drawing an individual face, with maybe bigger lips or wider eyes. If you're ready, we can continue by drawing the face from a side view. Honestly, drawing a face from the side is only half as tricky. We start like we did before, by drawing a circle as a base. Also, our middle line now goes to the side. And we add the same guidelines as we did before, just watch out that this time the upper guideline is in the middle of the circle. Also, as you can see, the middle line is curved. And so are the other lines as well, but you can't see that from this perspective, so don't even bother. Now, if you have any problems drawing this basic structure, I feel you. So did I as a beginner. Just try envisioning a fencing net, because it has a very similar shape to it. Also, I told you the ear is as big as this part right here. And yes, that's still true, of course. And when it comes to a placement, I would place the ear right about here, in the middle of the circle. That's where the ear starts. But when you draw it, you tend to draw it a bit more to the right side. Also, so did I, but you can't see that. Also, our middle line now goes to the side. And we have the same guidelines as we did before, just watch out that this time the upper guideline is in the middle of the circle. Also, as you can see, the middle line is curved. And so are the other lines as well, but you can't see that from this perspective, so don't even bother. Now, if you have any problems drawing this basic structure, I feel you. So did I as a beginner. Just try envisioning a fencing mask, because it has a very similar shape to it. Also, I told you the ear is as big as this part right here. And yes, that's still true, of course. And when it comes to a placement, I would place the ear right about here, in the middle of the circle. That's where the ear starts. But when you draw it, you tend to draw it a bit more to the right side. Also, the proportions are the same as they were before. 2 small parts and 1 big part. So again, it's 2, 1, 1. Now we're drawing the jaw, and that's about it for the side view. Also, don't forget the cheek guideline. And that's it for the face shape. All that's left is drawing in the facial features. Like we did before, we add basic building blocks to our drawing. You need to be especially careful with eyes and lips. If you're not, your drawing will look like, well, this. The shape of an eye is gonna be crab. If you're not, your drawing will look like, well, this. The shape of an eye is gonna be triangular. And this goes for almost every style. Doesn't matter if you draw more realistic or stylized eyes. When it's sideways, it's a triangle. But the guidelines stay the same. Doesn't matter what kinds of eyes you're drawing, it works just like it did before. Now we need to add something we didn't need before, the lower end of the forehead. So just add a little triangle right here. And the lips are triangular as well. They start very thin and get bigger over time. And that way you get this. That's all you need to know for starters, but just like before, you can be creative yourself. You don't have to draw a triangular cookie cutter nose. If you prefer a button nose, you can draw that too. Just keep in mind, you'll need a different building block for that. But again, there's nothing wrong with practicing basic face, so here are again all the relevant building blocks for that. And now you can get more detailed and more elaborate. Try drawing the chin a bit rounder, add some eyelashes, and so on. If you struggle with finding details, you can, again, use photo references. I made you guys another reference photo of myself right here. Like I promised, I shaved in the meantime, though I still couldn't find my shirt anywhere. But that's okay, I heard you get more views if you're half naked. Now back on topic, try picturing guidelines in reference photos so you can...
Okay.
practice applying guidelines easier. And here's the trick. This works with every face, in every style. That's just different proportions that you need to keep in mind. Now, this was a very, very basic way to draw faces. And in every lines in reference photos, you can practice applying guidelines easier. And here's the trick. This works with every face, in every style. That's just different proportions that you need to keep in mind. Now, this was a very, very basic way to draw faces. And like with most of my videos on my channel, I have made a cheat sheet just for you. You can go ahead and take a screenshot of it. That's what I made them for. In exchange, you can drop a like on this video if you want to return the favor. Alright, do you guys remember how I made a basic video about drawing hair, and after that I made an advanced video about drawing hair? I thought that maybe after this video I could make an advanced version with drawing faces in different angles. But this might take a while since I'll be using 3D modes for that. And also, I'm working on my artbook right now. If you want to see more of my stuff or you're just interested in my artbook, you can take a look on my social media or just hop over to my website. There's more info there. Or you just do both. Well, thanks for watching, and a very big thank you to my very first 3 patrons. And for 7, I'll
Okay.
be on my way to...
Now watch the first reference. Oh, phew. So, guys, that was the stream. So we watched the basic learnings about how to draw face. I think that's fine. I know how to draw faces, and I know that I already knew that basic things. And also compare. I once watched or read some Japanese book about how to draw faces, and that book was different. And the information there was very deep, but I think it's still fine. And so for now, we know how to draw faces from the scratch. On next stream, we will continue to draw, I think, the basics, and also we will find out how to find your personal style. So thank you guys for stream. Thank you guys for watching. That was our educational stream about personal style. reviewing some basics. So, yep, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. On next time, we will still find out how to find your personal style, also refreshing some basics, and yep. Thank you guys for watching. That was the first time. I don't know if I will make 2 or 3 videos about how I will find out my personal style, but I think that's fine. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. Please like. Thank you so much and goodbye. Bye.